Hello, I'm Dr. Hadeli, and I'm very happy to be here with you today. Happy Friday. So, today I'm gonna do it very brief because there's a lot going on today. I have a super busy schedule. Unfortunately, with COVID, there's many things happening around. And so, uh, we have been talking for the past few weeks about developmental milestones, and I'm going to just do a brief recap, okay, and basically touch a few points. And when we talk about how important it is that during the first 4 weeks of life, we help uh, our newborn, we help our baby to basically adapt easier. We have to remember that these 4 weeks are critical to set up our baby for success within the first year of life. But this whole first year will set up our baby for success for the rest of his life. So, and during this period, baby is developing feeding patterns, sleep patterns, attachment, and also is developing his milestones. And as I had said before, there's different things that we monitor in the milestones, and I'm gonna recap right now. I'm gonna basically do a recap in the newborn period. We have the social emotional connection, or basically we have we could split this in like social language and self-help. And it's very interesting because when we talk about this social, even though baby doesn't have language yet, there's ways to communicate. Baby will look at you. Baby will actually stare at you when you have him next to you. He's gonna learn to identify you. He will know that you take care of his needs. So when it might be that you hear that, oh, your baby cries more when you're close by, he knows that you will take care of him. So he's calling you. But also it's gonna follow your voice, because he's gonna know you're there. It's gonna follow your smell, but it's gonna create that attachment towards you, because he knows that you are protecting him. And also during this social period, basically, or social development, baby will have like a awakeness period, or wakefulness period, and sleeping periods. During the wakefulness period is when we want to like create that attachment. And as I said, he looks and study your movements. Also, he will come down when you pick him up. He's gonna feel comfortable, he's gonna feel safe. And this is very important. When you touch him, that's gonna create that bounding, but it's gonna create that safety for him. Then that was social language skills and self-help. Okay, part of the self-help, we have the reflexes. Next Friday I'll be talking all about the newborn reflexes, and this is very interesting because each reflex was created to actually help the baby to feed, to like respond to certain stimulations, but those reflexes will go away with time. And those are the things we monitor, part of the neurological progress of our babies. So the second one is the verbal language, or expressive and receptive. So remember, in communication we have the expression when you talk, or like you express something. In the case of the baby's just making noises, crying, different cries. But we have the receptive, so he will actually receive you. And he will receive based on when you talk to him, when you talk to your baby, and you say, oh, calm down, or I'm here, I love you. He hears you. So this is very important. He will actually try to communicate by body language, by grimace, by certain expressions, by clearing throat, by different type of cries. But he needs to hear you. So, and this starts happening since birth. When I talk about the reflexes next week, I'm gonna talk about how the reflexes start actually in uterus, before your baby is delivered. So it's very interesting. Many things like the sleep pattern, I have mentioned it before, starts before you deliver your baby. It starts during that last 2 months. Gross motor is the third one, okay? And this is about if you put your baby on his belly, he's gonna lift his chin a little bit. He's gonna try to move his neck. And this is important around since birth, like after the first 1-2 weeks, when baby's a little bit stronger, the neck is a little bit stronger, you could start putting your baby on his belly to help moving his neck. But it's important that gradually you work his way up for him to be on tummy time at least 3 times a day, from 5 to up to 15 or 20 minutes, 3 times a day. That's by a month. It's something we work out. If you haven't been working out yourself, you know that I cannot tell you to run 7 miles. You have to start with 1 or something like that. Same for the baby, okay? But tummy time really helps for the gross motor skills. And these movements improve their visual skills, improve their coordination. So tummy time is important too. And he will move in response to stimulations. Is a concern, and it will be a big concern if your baby doesn't get startled or doesn't seem to respond to noises. That could be a concern. So that's why a hearing screen has to be done. And also it's a concern if when you're close to your baby, as your baby is growing, baby doesn't fixate with you. That is gonna become a concern. I'll tell you when, and I'm gonna be talking about the eye and the sides in a later talk. But this is important because if your baby is not doing that, it could be a sign of blindness, okay? I'll talk about the reflex next week. And last one is the fine motor skills. That is about little hands, his fist. Okay, and I'm sorry I made it short, and I had to like pre-record it so I can post it at 12 and keep my promise to do it at 12. So I have to attend that funeral at 12. So, but my lecture is gonna be there. And please feel free to ask your questions, participate, comment what other needs you have in the group. And if any mom is interested on me to talk about time management and how, like, I can create a topic just about that, not just about the baby, but also something to help you. Okay, so good to see you. Bye.